thoughts. Not full-blown sermon. John's laughing already. That's not good. All right. Sometimes the innkeeper gets a bum rap. And tonight we see it again. We got this idea, and we get our heads full of things. For example, were you aware that there actually is no innkeeper mentioned in the Bible? Never mentioned. Just says there's no room in the inn. And yet, because of all our Christmas plays, we got one. And he's a mean guy. And he's mean, and he has to be talked into, and I don't know what it is, but actually, if there was an innkeeper, and I'm assuming there was, I think he was a pretty good guy. After all, they had not called ahead and have reservations. Not like if you go on the road and you're going to a motel and you show up and they go, oh, well, we lost your reservation. Probably because she was like 8.5 months pregnant. They were a little slower than the rest of the group, and literally it was full. And so I think the innkeeper was a good guy, because somehow, some way, he made room for them, even if it was in a stable. And I think that's what happens to us, and that's what I want you to take home. That's really the message they've been giving from the readings up here, the songs they've been singing, the dramas they've been presenting, is this: to make room for Christmas. To make room for Christmas. How does that look to you? What does that look like in your house? In my house right now, it's crazy, because we try to schedule all these people, because we're spread all over the country, and trying to figure out how we're going to get together on any given point. We've given up on that, so it's just like Christmas here and Christmas there. And I used to feel like, well, it had to be like right on December 24th and 25th, and I realized, hey, Christmas kind of continues. The whole concept of Jesus coming to be with us stays with us. So how do you share Christmas? We've had different experiences through our ministry and our time. And by the way, I should have probably announced to some of you, I'm Jeff Shanks. I'm just some random stranger that came in out the door. They handed me a mic. Pastor here at St. John's. And I get a chance to see your kids and grandkids and friends interact quite often. But at one point, one Christmas I'll never forget, my wife was teaching second grade in an inner city in Fort Wayne, Indiana at a Lutheran school. And one of her students had a lot of brothers and sisters, and we became aware that they really weren't having much of a Christmas. There was a whole family situation, and they had a whole room full, and we just really felt like God was pulling us. And because, she was a Lutheran school teacher, she was our main breadwinner, we were like flush with money. Okay. You're a little bit behind. All right. Well, we weren't. But we just felt compelled. But we didn't want to do this. We didn't want the kids to know, and the parents to know where it was coming from. And so we went out and we bought all these gifts. And we were so excited. And we snuck into the neighborhood on, I don't know that it was Christmas Eve, but it was maybe the day before. And we're at night. And we're in this neighborhood, and we got all this stuff, and we're putting it on the door, and then we played like Ding Dong Ditch, and we rang the doorbell, and we're running. And I'm thinking, what if cops were driving by right now? Wondering what in the world we're doing. Making room for Christmas, that's what we were doing. Making room for Christmas. I'm praying that that's exactly what you're doing this Advent season, because there's lots of good stuff. There's lots of good stuff. There's lots of great things in our traditions, whether that's gift giving, whether that's seeing Santa Claus, whether that's doing Christmas parties, whether that is just celebrating the season. But are we making room for Christmas? One of the ways that we are here, and I'm going to give you an opportunity on your way out tonight, in the back table of the information, there's a red packet. And in it has 24 different little days that you can string out and hang up and create. And on the back of each of them is just a simple way to stand real close, because my mic's going out, and make room for Christmas. I'm going to turn this off. And make room for Christmas. whether that's on tomorrow's day where it says something about, hey, get together with somebody. It's only going to be 85 and drink some hot chocolate. I told the group this weekend, I said, it'd be really cool if you'd walk into like Starbucks and you bring out whatever winter clothing you have, bundle up and say, I'm really in the mood for some hot chocolate. It's not about the hot chocolate, is it? It's about getting together and making room for our friends or people or strangers or buying something. 24 different ways to just keep it simple. Simple ways to do that. It's really what we're passionate about, and it's what this school is passionate about, what this church is passionate about. We'd certainly invite you, if you don't have a church home, to come and visit with us sometime and check this out and hear part of this story, because what we want to do is make room for Christmas. And so I would also want to, just as my closing, I would love for you to just show your appreciation, not only to Ms. Schaefer, who certainly deserves that, but the whole staff, because this staff loves your kids, and they love working with your kids most of the time. All right? And so can we show our appreciation today? That we'll see each other some more, and certainly opportunities. We've got lots of different opportunities, whether it's picking up one of these or coming to our Breakfast with Santa this Saturday. We'd love to see you again.